Hi and welcome everyone to another video on this channel. Today I'm gonna show you my watch list for GAMEWEEK 24 of Fantasy Premier League. So if you wanna see some interesting players, make sure you stay here. Okay, so as you can see from the screen, the first player on my watch list is Marc Cucurella from Brighton. So he's a defender. Maybe he's not as cheap as someone like Lamptey or Verman, let's say, from Brighton, but still I can see some value in his price at 5.1 millions. And also, as you can see, he's still a differential. His ownership is just 3.5%. So the thing is, maybe I think that so many people own Chelsea players. Maybe you have someone like Alonso, maybe you have Rudiger, maybe you have even Aspiricueta. So maybe you're looking to get rid of them right in the near future because they're gonna blank 3 times in the next 4 gaming. So definitely I'm not saying that you should buy Cucurella for this gaming because as you can see he's gonna blank also in GAMEWEEK 24, but in the future, short term and long term, I think that Cucurella is one of the best defender you can get, considering that the fixtures are pretty decent. They're gonna double in GAMEWEEK 25 as you can see. So maybe he's not the most attacking defender from Brighton. As you can see, he got just 1 assist, but he still created 26 chances, which is decent. But what we are looking for in a player like Cucurella is mostly the clean sheets, right? So he got 6 clean sheets. If Lamptey and Cucurella were to play 90 minutes every game, definitely 100% I would pick Lamptey. But the thing with Lamptey is, obviously, maybe if you have Lamptey, I would keep him and just hope that he's gonna start most games. But the thing is, he's not really consistent in starting. I think that still Brighton are managing his minutes because they don't want him to get injured again. He just came back from a long time injury, so that's why I think that Cucurella is the best option you can go from Brighton, because he played all the games, 90 minutes for Brighton this season, so he's the safe option. As you can see, he's gonna double in GAMEWEEK 25, so the color is green. Obviously that's because there's double gaming, so the fixture against Man United is not gonna be easy for Brighton to keep a clean sheet, obviously, but the fixture against Watford is okay. Still they're gonna play 2 away games, but the thing is, I can see some clean sheets for Brighton in that double gaming and also in the future, because we know that Brighton are one of the best defensive sides in the Premier League. So yeah, I really like the double gaming. I think that if you're looking to get rid of Alonso or a Chelsea player, the best defenders on my watch list at the moment are Cucurella, Digne, Robertson and Laporte. So these players are the best from my point of view. The fixtures, Burnley, Villa, Newcastle, are okay long term, and after that the fixtures are gonna get a little bit trickier, but also you can just buy Cucurella for this double gaming and maybe keep them for GAMEWEEK 26 also against Burnley, and after that you can swap him for someone like Digne. So that's why I think that Cucurella is one of the best defenders you can get at the moment. The next player on my watch list is Andrew Robertson. So he was on my watch list also last week, but the thing is, I just think that he's gonna be a great option in the future, and also some things change at Liverpool already. So if you don't know, they sign another player, they sign a new winger in Luis Diaz from Porto. So how that's gonna impact Jota's minutes in FPL, we need to see. Obviously Mane and Mohamed Salah are still at African Cup of Nations, but we're gonna talk a little bit about Mohamed Salah in a minute. So the thing with Robertson is, I'm not saying that you should definitely have 3 Liverpool players for the future, but I would recommend it. I mean, Liverpool and City are the best teams in the Premier League right at the moment, and obviously with Man City you don't know exactly when Foden or De Bruyne or Mahrez or Sterling are gonna play 90 minutes every game, and if you have the chance to have 3 players from Liverpool or 3 players from Man City who are gonna play 90 minutes every game, I think that you should consider it. So that's why I think that Robertson is gonna be a great option, because Robertson is gonna play, from my point of view, 90 minutes every game. Maybe he's gonna miss 1 game, but that's obviously for everyone. So I think that he's the better option. He's a better player than Tsimikas, obviously, and the way to go, I think that is gonna be Trent, Robertson and Mohamed Salah if you want to have obviously 3 Liverpool players. So the thing with Jota is, I'm not saying that suddenly Jota is not gonna play anymore for Liverpool, because he's the second best scoring player in Premier League, right? So he's gonna play, but still his minutes are gonna be limited when Salah and Mane are gonna be back, and also with the new signing Luis Diaz, and also we shouldn't forget about Bobby Firmino, right? Because there's no way Firmino is not gonna play anymore for Liverpool. So I think that Jota's minutes are gonna be limited. Of course, you don't need to sell Diogo Jota at the moment, but I'm just saying that in the future maybe we need to find a way to get rid of Jota and maybe buy Robertson. So the fixture, as you can see, Leicester at home is not ideal for a clean sheet, right? Because Leicester totally can score against Liverpool, but the thing is, Leicester are a really bad defense, and what we're also expecting with someone like Andrew Robertson or Trent Alexander-Arnold are some attacking returns, right? So the fixtures are okay. Burnley Burnley, Norwich, they are gonna blank in Game Week 27. So Arsenal and Liverpool are gonna blank in Game Week 27. So you need to make a strategy what you're gonna do. You're gonna free it in Game Week 27, or you wanna get rid of your Arsenal players, because I wouldn't recommend you getting rid of your Liverpool players, right? So West Ham and Brighton, for the clean sheets is okay. As you can see, his statistics are amazing. I don't even need to talk too much about that. He scored 1 goal, 8 assists this season. That's just phenomenal for a defender. He's creating chance. He got 7 clean sheet, and he didn't even play all the games because he got a red card also. So yeah, his XG plus XA per 90, 0.31 is pretty okay for a defender, and also he's also differential. So that's why I think that Robertson should be in our plans in the future. Okay, so the next player on my watch list is no one else than Mohamed Salah. So obviously he's in this watch is more for me to talk about him, about his situation a little bit, because I don't really need to convince anyone that Salah is a good player, right? But the thing is, Egypt just won yesterday against Morocco, so Egypt are in the semi-final of African Cup of Nations. What that means for FPL, that means that Salah is gonna be there till 6 February, and Liverpool are gonna play against Leicester in Game Week 24 on 10 February. So theoretically, even if Salah is gonna lose in the semi-final, they are still gonna place for the 3rd place. So theoretically, he's still gonna have 3 days break, but who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows? Maybe Liverpool are gonna give him a break. Maybe he's not gonna be fit for Game Week 24, because also he played 120 minutes in 2 games already. So we need to see what's gonna happen. But the problem is, maybe we're not gonna get even news from Jurgen Klopp before Game Week 24 deadline on 8 February. So what's gonna happen? We need to wait and see. But I would suggest you try to make a plan without Mohamed Salah at the moment. But surely I still think that there are some chances he's gonna be back, just because I think that Leicester at home is such an important game for Liverpool. They are competing for the title against Man City, so they can't make any mistakes. So that's why I think that that game is really important for Jurgen Klopp, and even Salah, I think that he's gonna want to play that game even if he's not gonna have a break. So the fixtures are great for Liverpool, Leicester, Burnley, Norwich. They're gonna blank in Game Week 27, and also the thing is, yeah, you can go for someone like De Bruyne or Bruno Fernandes till Game Week 26, because they are gonna have a double in Game Week 25. But also after that, everybody's gonna have Mohamed Salah in Game Week 26, because there's a high chance of Liverpool having a double game week in Game Week 26 against Norwich and Leeds. And if that's gonna be the case, probably I'm gonna triple captain Salah. So about his underlying stats, I don't really need to talk too much about that. Everybody knows how good of a player he is, but I think that this is just a reminder of how amazing he was this season. As you can see, just look at his chances created, goal attempts in the box, his XG plus XA per 90. So he's averaging 1 assist or 1 goal for every game, which is amazing. He scored 16 goals and he got 10 assists. He was just unbelievable. So if there are gonna be some chances for him to be back for Game Week 24, 100% I think that bringing him in is the best decision. And I don't think that if he's gonna be back, I don't think that he's gonna be rested, or I don't think that he's gonna be on the bench against Leicester. But we need to wait and see to find out more news about him. Okay, so before I talked about Mohamed Salah, now if we find out some news that Mohamed Salah is not gonna be back for Game Week 24, as you can see, the next player on my watch is Kevin De Bruyne. I think that he's gonna be a great placeholder for Salah if you really want to, and if he's not gonna be back for Game Week 24. So he's 12.2 millions, really close to Mohamed Salah. If you have enough cash, I think that he's gonna be a great option. He's also not so many people own him, just 14% ownership, and I don't really need to talk too much about De Bruyne. He was amazing in the last games. He scored 6 goals, 2 assists. He got some goal attempts in the box. So what I don't really like about De Bruyne is that he's not on penalties, and a player of 12.2 millions without penalties, I don't really think that he's worth it. But I just think that if Salah is not going to be back for Game Week 24, I can easily see De Bruyne being a really good option in FPL for 2 games at least, and after that in Game Week 26 you can switch him to Mohamed Salah. So as you can see, his XG plus XA per 90 is decent, 0.45, but that's nowhere near Mohamed Salah, right? So there's no comparison there. But as you can see, Brentford at home and Norwich away. So the thing is, you can buy someone like Fernandes if you want to target the double Game Week 25. But the thing is, we're gonna talk a little bit about Man United in a second. But the thing is, City are gonna play against Norwich away, when United are gonna play against Brighton and Southampton. So the thing is, I don't think that United's fixtures are really good, and I can easily see someone like Kevin De Bruyne, or you can go for Mahrez if you want a different player. I can easily see them outscoring the Bruno Fernandes in a double game week. So that's the thing. If Salah is not gonna be back, probably my plan for my team, I would really consider Kevin De Bruyne for these 2 games against Brentford and Norwich. You can even keep him long term if you want to, if you have enough money to have De Bruyne and also Mohamed Salah. The fixtures are pretty decent for City. He's gonna play most games. Spurs, Everton, United, Crystal Palace. These games are amazing for attacking returns. Maybe not against Spurs, but still City are the best attack, are one of the best teams in the Premier League, right? And they can score against anyone, and we know how good they are. As I said in my other videos, I'm expecting Kevin De Bruyne to get a rest in one game at some point. I'm not sure when that's gonna be, but when the games, UEFA Champions League games, are gonna be back, when City are gonna get higher in the cup competition, I totally think that De Bruyne is gonna be rested at some point. But for 2 games as a punt, I think that De Bruyne is the perfect replacement, the perfect placeholder for Mohamed Salah. The last player on my watch list is Cristiano Ronaldo from Manchester United. So what I want to say at the beginning is I'm preferring someone like Cristiano Ronaldo in my team than someone like Bruno Fernandes. So why I'm saying that? Obviously, Cristiano Ronaldo is on free kicks, he's on penalties, so that's why I think that at that price, honestly, I don't think that Bruno Fernandes is worth all the money without penalties, without free kicks, without corners. So that's why if you can go for one of them, I would go for Cristiano Ronaldo. That's why I don't really prefer having Bruno Fernandes, because I just think that Cristiano Ronaldo is the best option from United if you want to. And now I know that United are really bad, were really bad in the last game weeks. They are not playing good enough, and Cristiano Ronaldo is just not informed. He's not the same Cristiano Ronaldo we know from before, but the thing is, he's still Cristiano Ronaldo, and they're gonna have a double gaming. So that's the thing. I think that he could be a decent option. I'm not saying that you should 100% buy him, but totally, if you own him in your team 100%, I would keep him. And I'm not sure even if I'm gonna bring him in my team. I have enough money to do that, but at the moment I just wanna see how they are gonna perform against Burnley away. So I'm not gonna buy him for gaming 24, but they are gonna have a double gaming. They are gonna play 2 games at home. But also what I want to say is that I think that so many people are overlooking the fixtures. I mean, everybody's talking about United having a double gaming, and I understand they are gonna have a double gaming, so he can be a really good option. But the thing is, they are gonna play against Brighton, one of the best defensive sides in the Premier League. So I think that game is gonna be really hard for any Man United player to do something. I think that United are not gonna win that game, but that's just my point of view. And also they're gonna play also against Southampton, who drew against Man City, so they are not the worst defenses in the Premier League, right? So this double gaming is not amazing. I mean, I would take De Bruyne over Cristiano Ronaldo probably, or over Bruno Fernandes playing against Norwich. So I'm not saying that is a bad option to target double gamings. I'm not saying that, but I just think that is not the ideal double gaming for Man United. So the fixtures are great. If you have Ronaldo, you just keep him. If you don't have him, you need to see what you need to do with that. If you just need to take a -4 to buy Ronaldo, and after that to take another -4 or -8 to sell him to buy Mohamed Salah, I just think that's not worth it. But if you have him, the fixtures are great. Burnley, Southampton, Brighton, Leeds and Watford are amazing. But also the problem is, if you have him for double gaming, then you're gonna be tempted also to keep him for gaming 26 and 27, right? Because those fixtures are really incredible. And after that, the fixtures are getting trickier for Man United, Man City, Spurs, and after that also Liverpool. So yeah, at the moment he scored 8 goals, 3 assists. He wasn't amazing this season, but also he missed some games, so we need to see what's gonna happen. But Cristiano Ronaldo, surely he should be on my watch list, and I'm not gonna overlook him. If there's gonna be a possibility for me to bring him in, or if other things are gonna change, I think that he's still a decent option for the future. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please consider leaving a like or subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. It would be really helpful for me, and I really appreciate it. And also please let me know about your opinions in the comments down below. See you next time.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.